Yeah, welcome back to 3 Up, 3 Down. We have with us on the phone a very special guest, the co-captain of Chicken Tetrazzini, Mr. Adam Henry. Adam, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much for having me.
So we're trying out something new here. We're going to start interviewing, unless this goes really shitty, then we're not going to do this again. But we're going to interview some players from around the league and just kind of get a little perspective as what's going on. So, Adam, how do you feel being the first person that we called up and said, yeah, let's interview Adam Henry?
I got to tell you, it's quite the honor, and I feel like if it goes shitty, it probably won't be my fault.
This is exactly what we're looking for in the interview. That is a spot-on first response. Let me ask you, I had a chance to referee your game against Burning Bridges, and you guys were playing a tremendous game and were actually up until the 5th inning. Tell me your thought process on the mound, the build-up to that. Just tell me how you felt going into the 5th, and the outcome of that game.
I got to tell you, like, going into that 5th inning, I was very hyped. Our defense has been spot on all season long. We had some tough plays there in that last inning that, gave them the lead. But, it's just a microcosm of our season. We're very close to getting that breakthrough win. It's going to happen sooner rather than later, so it's kind of putting everybody on check that Chicken Tetrazzini is not that pushover team that everyone's been used to.
That's what's up, man. You guys, speaking of, you had a very close game against Freeballing the week before where you guys looked like you were going to win it, but you gave it up late. What do you think is the key to what are you doing as a captain and as a coach to turn around that trend of these late inning chokes, for lack of a better word?
Well, I don't really necessarily call them chokes. It's just we haven't been in those types of situations before. So these losses that we've had against Freeball and Burning Bridges, two really, really good teams. It's going to serve us well down the road and in seasons down the road. We've had some upgrades at talent this year. We shored up our charger and catcher, and that's not taking anything away from our former catcher and charger, but
right.
With Taylor last season, we didn't know if we were going to have him, so we were kind of plugging and playing, but we have solid people committed to playing, this season.
So it's the consistency. So you mentioned the Charger, which is David Show. Tell us a little bit about him, because we don't really know him that well, but from what we've seen, he's been pretty impressive. Who is this guy, and where did he come from?
Well, if you think way back when we used to play at Tab Middle School, he played for the Burn.
I remember it.
And took some seasons off, but he got the itch, and he was, him and his wife are friends with Carla from my team.
Okay.
So we were able to kind of recruit him and his wife, and, with Dave, there's really nothing that he can't do. He's got a cannon for an arm. He can lay down bunt. He can kick the hell out of the ball. The tough thing with us is we lost him for a couple of weeks with a broken foot. Came back this week. You can tell he's still in pain, but he's toughing it out, and he was a big difference in that Burning Bridges game.
Broken foot, man. That's tough.
Yeah. I say we've talked about a lot of close games that you've played, against Freeballing and Burning Bridges. You got another tough test against Kick-Ass at 6:30 on Wednesday. Tell me how you feel about going into that game. Do you think you can kind of, repeat the performances that you've had in the past weeks?
To be honest with you, I haven't seen much of Kick-Ass play this year, but you know, Manny's always going to put a really, really good athletic team out there on the field. But, you know, I'm very confident in our ability to keep the game close. We'll see how it goes. We just can't make those mistakes. We can't give up extra bases to, you know, the athletes out there. Can't make extra throws. Just got to play fundamentally sound, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Ryan?
I just want to know what you guys are going to be grilling during the tailgating coming up to the Kick-Ass game, because maybe I could bring something and enjoy the tailgating with you guys.
Well, it's kind of an anomaly from seasons past. You know, we usually have all these 8:30 games, and you'll see us out there at 5:30 with the grill, and this year it's nothing but 6:30 and 7:30 games, so
damn
we
schedule.
just haven't had a chance to get it done.
The schedule maker screwed you over.
They really did, actually, because we've been missing Scott Mackey the past few weeks. He can't get back from middle school in time.
Oh, dude, my bad.
Scott Mackey's a premier player too, so that's tough when he's out there working on people's teeth. He can't get in time for the game.
Yeah, when we lost Dave with a broken foot and Mackey with dental school, you had me out there charging, and that was ugly.
I heard you acquitted yourself quite well at the position, though. Actually,
somebody's being generous.
So, how did Dave break his foot? What happened there? Was that kickball related, or was something else?
I'd like to tell you a cool story, like it was an African safari, but I think he just fell on the stairs.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
You guys wear pink. That's your kickball color. Do you think you guys kick cancer's ass every week of kickball season, or just in the month of October?
I think it's got to be every week. If you look at you know, the Relay for Life efforts, they've largely been headed up by, you know, my fiance Andrea and, you know, Melissa Rarick. So I mean, this is a year-long effort for her. She's always out there trying to raise funds.
Man, I think it's awesome what Andrea does with the Relay for Life, and it's always my personal goal to beat her and be #1 on our relay team. And I came pretty close last year, but fell short, I think, if I remember right. This year, I want to be #1, but damn, Jeff Morehart's already up to like $700. So I don't know if either one of us will beat him. But yeah, I agree, man. Chicken Tetrazzini always supports the Relay for Life. Andrea does a great job leading it. But let's talk about more important stuff. So, how do you...
what? More than cancer. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
VA Peninsula.
More stuff.
Yeah.
So Brent's had like 9 Yinglings.
No, I haven't. Close. So, Adam, you've been in the league for what? How many seasons now? 5 or 6, or?
You know what? I've lost count.
I
think it was spring 2009. It was my first season, and I was with the Tailgaters at that point.
Very cool. So, as someone who's been pretty tenured in the league, what would you say? As the league's grown and developed, what are your opinions like as far as how the league's evolved over the last couple of years?
For me, I love it because it's so competitive out. You know, like every team is really, really good at this point. So that's kind of like my mindset is I love the competition.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I stress to my teammates, if you want to stay up to par with what's going on in this league, you need to play like the winter season. You need to play the summer season, just whenever you can, because it's going to serve you good in the spring and fall seasons.
I like that. More business for Waka. That's what's up. Now, But I think you bring a good point. But I think, you know, yeah, as it's become more competitive, though, I am really proud of the fact that the league hasn't lost track of the social aspect of it, which is pretty cool, you know. So good, yeah. But I mean, I think you're right, man. From top to bottom, like even our worst teams in this league, the ones who don't do as well, are still better than probably the average team that you'll see in any other league. So I think that's pretty cool.
I mean, no doubt. Not to throw one of your esteemed co-hosts under the bus here, but look at Rumspringer. I mean, talent top to the bottom, and what do they have, like 1 win right now? That's like shocking to me.
Two wins, about to be 3.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was just looking at the standings tonight, and our commissioner or senior commissioner hasn't updated them yet. So my bad there.
My bad. No, I totally updated the spreadsheet.
Calling people out. I love it.
I love this.
No, I updated it, but then I forgot to upload it to the Google Docs like a dumbass.
Well, he asked for the scores like 5 minutes after the games have ended, and just like the top 10 coaches poll thread started 10 minutes after that, but he can't update the spreadsheet like 2 days later.
Ah, dude, man.
That's what we need is a constructive criticism, man.
I'll do better. I mean, come on, man.
Adam, you got this leg here, and then we're headed down to the last quarter of the season, and then going into the playoffs. What do you see for the future of the CTs heading in? You got the momentum. You played some quality games. What do you see for you guys going into the last part of the season and into the playoffs?
Just to keep on building on what we've done so far. I mean, we've taken a lot of big steps this season in upgrading our standing in this league. So, like I said, you know, I'm looking for that breakthrough win coming down the stretch here, and I think we're going to get it against one of these higher standing teams here in the last few games, and just kind of use that as a building block going into the next season and see if we can take that next step as one of the upper echelon teams.
That's what's up, man. So, speaking of the future in this season, November 17th is the end of season tournament. Will you have a team there?
I actually have a wedding to go to that day. No, let me finish.
Okay.
The wedding is at 5 o'clock in Richmond. Andrea is in the wedding, so we will be at the rehearsal dinner Friday night.
Oh.
I am coming back from Richmond. I am planning on coming back from Richmond for the tournament.
That's what's up.
And then driving back to Richmond for the wedding.
That's dedication.
A man among men right there, dude.
Well, that sucks,
Yes.
man. Who the hell is going to get thrown out of the end of season party if you're not going to be there that night?
I'm looking at Noelle Walsh. The Luckies seem to have a grudge against me and her.
It's a safe bet. It's a safe bet.
That's
right
great.
there.
That's great. One last off kickball question from me. With the recent progress in WWE, what do you think about CM Punk punching a fan in the face in the stands? And who would you rather CM Punk face, John Cena or Ryback?
To be honest, I haven't been keeping up with Raw that much. But I did see the video of him punching the fan. It looks like he got the wrong thing. The guy who was like punching him in the back of the head and the kidney and whatever probably deserved it, but the other guy, you know, at least he's going to get some free WrestleMania tickets out of it.
That's what's up.
So, Ryback or Cena?
As far as, Ryback or Cena, it's got to be Cena. Ryback's not selling tickets. He's just making a bigger food budget for WWE. It's costing them money.
Yeah.
Catering.
Feed them more, right?
Yeah.
Well, Adam, man.
Ryback better he better be careful what he wishes for. If you feed him more, he's going to end up looking like Vader or King Kong Bundy.
That's awesome, man.
Adam, I have one other question that has nothing to do with kickball, but I'm hearing of this pig roast.
Oh!
When does
shit.
that go down?
I actually wanted to get a plug in for the pig roast because that's, how Brent is going to get beat for fundraising is when this CG pig roast comes off. But
I love the pig
it
roast.
looks like it's not going to happen until spring this year. Buster got to have surgery, so he's an integral part of it. We can't do it without him, so won't see off the men. Just stay tuned for details.
Well, I'll tell you what, that CGCT pig roast was, I think it was like December or January last year.
It was cold. I remember it was cold.
Cold as hell, but that was one of the funnest nights of the year. That was a good-ass time, man. Kegs, fucking awesome barbecue.
Good people.
Just good times, and we raised a lot of money for the American Cancer Society, so I'm glad to hear that it's in the works again. I'm looking forward to this spring now. It's going to be a long winter till the CGCT pig roast, but good stuff. Adam,
Thank you.
I think this has been a success, man.
Yeah.
Good interview. Thank you for coming on 3 Up, 3 Down. We will see you
On Wednesday.
Thanks for having me. I was honored.
Enjoy your workout, brother.
All right, man.
Nice.
All right, buddy.
See you later, man.
Bye.
All right, so there you have it right there. Adam Henry, live via cell phone for the 3 Up, 3 Down podcast. I think that was a very successful interview. If you don't know who Adam Henry is, you do now. So look for him out on the field, and then great things, like we said, for the Cancer Society and Relay for Life that they've been putting together.
All right. Thanks.
So, in behalf of Nathaniel George Johnson's, I will...
Start throwing stuff at the camera?
Yep.
No, I won't be doing that. Those are $8 markers. Let's not do that now. But, yes, thank you for sticking around for 3 Up, 3 Down. This was our 24th episode.
So.
Yeah.
And stay tuned. We'll bring you more fun and laughs. And we'll probably keep the bar pretty low.